Hello guys, this is Hoa and today we're gonna do a 30 minutes morning routine. So let's begin. We're gonna start in our child's pose. Make sure your knees are wide, your arms are extended, your forehead releases onto the mat. Feel free to walk with your fingers forward towards the top of the mat, creating some length. And feel free to start moving gently side to side. Try to release tension by walking farther, by moving gently. Try to connect with your breath. Notice how naturally as you inhale, the spine lengthens, the chest opens. Notice how as you exhale, naturally you want to ground more onto the mat. When you're ready, slowly lift yourself back into all fours. Bring the hands parallel to the shoulders, knees parallel to the hips. And we start with some cat and cows to open up through the spine. Slowly take a deep inhale to open up the chest, bring the shoulders back, look gently up. As you exhale, push the floor away round the spine, bring the tailbone in. Inhale to open, to expand, look up. On the exhale, push and round, create space, lift through the upper back. Inhale to open, shoulders back. Exhale, push and round, really exaggerate the movements here. Inhale to open up. Good, exhale, push and round. Last one, inhale, chest opens, and exhale, ground. On the next inhale, come back to the center, walk with your hands forwards towards the top of the mat. Maintain your knees and your hips parallel to each other, come into your fingertips, try to drop your chest. Maybe your forehead will be reaching the floor, maybe the chin, maybe even the chest, into your puppy pose. On every inhale, keep lengthening through the arms. Create space on the exhale, see if you can drop the chest, or you can maybe bring it lower. Lengthening on the inhales, grounding on the exhales for 3 more breaths. And exhale. Slowly take a deep inhale, come halfway up. On the exhale, walk with your hands to the right. And try to feel the tension on the side body. Drop the forehead if you need to. Especially work on lengthening through the left arm to find that tension on the side body. Good. On the exhale again, try to drop a little more, feeling more into that opening. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly inhale, come back to the center. And as you exhale, walk with your hands to the right. And then again, drop the chest down. Feel the opening on the opposite direction. And notice how naturally on the inhales you're lengthening, you're becoming longer. On the exhale, then we try to ground. We follow the pattern of our breath. 2 more breaths. Good. And 1. Slowly inhale, come back to the center. And slowly come back into all fours. Good. We're going to try to move now onto our hips. Take a deep inhalation, extend through the right leg, press the heel back. Make sure the leg is strong. If you feel comfortable, come onto the fingertips on your left hand. Maybe 3 fingers, 2, 1, maybe none. Extend the left arm forward. And try to press in opposite directions, creating length. for 3. Make sure your fingers of the right hand are grounded. Your left foot is pressing down. 2. Good, and 1. Inhale deep, lengthen once more. On the exhale, bring the elbow and knee to touch. Inhale to lengthen, create space. Exhale, bring them together. Good, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale, lengthen. Good, exhale, bring them together. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring them together. Very good. On the next inhale, we lengthen, we bend the back leg, we reach with the left hand, the right foot, and we try to lift the chest, to press the knee higher, working on that imagination as we are extending the leg. That will create even more opening on the right, on the left shoulder, and on the right leg for 3. Good. 2. Nice. 1. Slowly release. Left hand, right knee on the mat. And we switch. Slowly extend your left leg. Press the heel back. If you can, fingertips on the right hand. 3, 2, 1. Maybe extend the right arm forward. Try to be strong in your extremities. Try to reach to opposite directions for 3. Keep breathing. 2. Nice. And 1. Inhale deep. Exhale, elbow and knee to touch. Inhale deep, lengthen. Exhale to touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to touch. Once last, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, touch. On the next inhale, we lengthen. We bend the back leg. We reach with the right hand, the left foot. And then we lift. We open. We create space. Especially try to open through the right shoulder. And breathe for 3. Try to lift the left knee high. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly release. Right hand, left knee on the mat. Feel free to move gently a little bit if you have any tension. We'll move into deepen the openings on our hips. Slowly extend your right leg on the next inhale. As you exhale, bring the right foot outside of the right hand. If you can, bring your left knee back a little bit. Lengthen through the spine, open up through the chest. Bring the hips forward, the chest forward. On the exhale, first option, you can stay here. You maybe want to bend your elbows a little bit. Maybe you're able to bring your forearms down onto the mat. Feel free to move gently side to side, maybe forward and back, in order to open up a little bit. And breathe. Again, don't worry how deep you can go right now. The important thing is that we're feeling the opening in the right hip. 2 more breaths. Nice. And 1. Slowly inhale to come halfway. On the exhale, walk to the left with your hands. And again, try to drop your chest. Try to drop your hips. Try to feel the opening. For 3. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly inhale back to center. Bring the hands back. We're going to work on a gentle twist from here. So when you're ready, left hand presses strongly onto the mat. The right hand reaches the right knee and we push outward gently. Start twisting, looking up towards the ceiling. First option, we can hold it here. If you want to go a bit deeper, bend your left leg. Reach the foot with your right hand and try to twist as you pull the heel towards your glutes. And we breathe. For 3, on every inhale, find length. On the exhale, try to twist deeper. 2. Good. And 1, slowly release. Bring your right hand to the mat. Take a deep inhale, lengthen. Open up the chest. On the exhale, extend your right leg. Bring your hands back a little bit if you need to. Option to have blocks if we don't reach the floor. Open up through the chest. Inhale. Try to lead with the chest and then walk forward with your hands. Maintain your right leg engaged gently, flexing through the right foot for 3. Try to feel the opening on the hamstring. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly walk back a little bit. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, shift the weight forward. Bring your right hand on the knee. Then the left hand follows. Make yourself long. Create space. Lift and breathe. See if you can push your hips forward to open up through the left thigh, through the left hip flexors. For 3. Keep lifting higher on the inhales. 2. Nice. And 1. Slowly interlock the fingers behind you. Let's try to deepen a little more. Bring your shoulders back. Feel how the chest wants to expand as you do that. See if you can bring your hands back and down as the hips and the chest go forward. Maybe you'll be able to touch with your fingers the floor. Who knows? And try to expand through the chest. For 3. 2. And 1. Slowly bring the hands to the mat. Bring them slightly forward and start walking with your right foot to the left hand. When it reaches behind the left hand, see if you can drop the right knee. Maybe we can stay here in our 90-degree angle. If this is too much, we can always bring the heel closer to the hips. It's going to be a bit more accessible, not so intense for the hips. Feel free to stay wherever is best for you. Try to use your hands to lift your hips up slightly. Maybe even flex the back foot. Extend through the back leg. Press the heel back. Try to bring the weight to the center of your hips. And then when you're comfortable, when you're ready, drop the hips on the center and see if you can drop your chest down. Keep pressing your left hip down towards the floor and breathe. For 3. Good. 2. Nice. And 1. Slowly inhale to come halfway. Make yourself long. On the exhale, step back into all fours. Feel free to move your hips back and forth, side to side, maybe create circles. For 3. 2. Good, and 1. Let's move to the other leg. Same thing here. Inhale to extend your left leg. On the exhale, place the foot outside of the left hand. Try to bring your back knee slightly back to create more length. Open up through the chest. Bring the hips forward, the chest forward. Feel free to stay here. Maybe bend your elbows. Maybe bring your forearms to the mat. Feel free to move gently side to side. Maybe stay still. Whatever feels best for you right now. And we breathe. For 3, keep leading with the chest, keep dropping down on the exhalations. 2, even if it's just an inch or so. And 1, inhale, become long. On the exhale, go to the right and then drop down. Try to feel the opening on the left hip. For 3. Keep walking forward with your hands. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly come back to center. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the hands back. Okay. Try to bring weight onto the right hand. Left hand presses onto the left knee. We turn, we twist, we look up towards the ceiling. You can hold here, try to develop into your twist, try to open up more through the left shoulder, or if you want, feel free to bend your right leg, maybe even reaching with your left hand the foot. Work on that twist, work on pulling the heel towards the glutes. Focus on opening through the left shoulder and breathe. Good. For 3. 2. And 1. Slowly release. Bring your hands to the floor. Take a deep inhalation. On the exhale, extend your left leg. Make sure the foot is flexed. Bring your hands back. Open up slightly. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, leading with the chest, go forward. Maintain engagement on the left leg. And breathe. Try to reach farther rather than down. For 3, feel the opening on the left hamstrings. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly walk back with your hands. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, shift the weight forward. Bring your hands onto your left knee. Lengthen through the spine. Try to really become tall, become long. Open up, bring your shoulders back, create space. Press the hips forward and breathe. For 3. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly bring the hands back. Interlock the fingers. Open up through the chest. Bring the shoulders back. Start noticing how naturally the hands try to drop. Then bring the hips farther forward. Open up more through the chest and see if you can drop the hands more. Maybe even reach the floor with your fingers. Open up and breathe. For 3. On every inhale, try to lift more through the chest. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly inhale back to the center. Bring the hands slightly farther forward on the left foot and walk with your left foot to the right hand behind the right wrist. Drop the left knee more or less parallel to the left wrist. Maybe we stay here, maybe this is enough. Maybe we walk back. Maybe you can bend your left leg a little bit more to create more opening. Lengthen through the spine. Maybe come onto your fingertips. And then when you're ready, flex your back foot, press the heel back to lift the hips. Try to bring the weight into the center of the hips and then again drop down. When you feel you're comfortable, you find your center, then try to drop yourself down fully. Keep dropping your left hip to be well grounded and then press with your right hip down to meet the left. Maintain the front foot flexed to protect the knee and breathe for 3. 2. Slow and long breaths. And 1. Slowly inhale to come back. Create some space, lengthen through the spine, and then very slowly step back into all fours. Same thing, feel free to move gently, back and forth, side to side, maybe create circles or semicircles. And breathe for 3, 2, nice, and 1. Slowly flex both your feet, lift the hips up, back, and down. Allow yourself to come into your downward facing dog. Push through the arms, elevate through the shoulders, create space, lift the hips up, and relax your neck. Look towards the toes, maybe towards the belly. Keep pushing through the arms, create space, and breathe for 3, 2, nice, and 1. On the inhale, we roll the spine, coming into a plank position, core glutes engaged. Look down towards the floor, protract the shoulders, elevate through the upper back. Press with the fingertips down with the finger pads onto the mat for 3. Start to find activation, 2, and 1. Slowly push yourself back, downward facing dog. Ground through your heels and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly again roll the spine, coming to your plank. Core glutes engaged. Push the floor away. Activate your body. Press the heels back for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back into your downward facing dog. Last one here. Breathe. When you're ready, roll the spine back into our plank for the last round. For 3, engage your whole body. 2, and 1. Slowly come back down slowly. Bend your elbows until you reach the floor. We're gonna try to work in a couple of back bends from here. Place the forehead on the mat. Interlock the fingers behind you. Bring your feet together, shoulders back. And then imagine your hands want to reach your feet, want to reach your toes. On the next inhale, lift the head off the mat, look forward, maybe slightly up. Try to really use the back muscles, engage your glutes, and breathe for 3. On every inhale, try to lift the chest higher. 2. Good, and 1. Slowly bring the forehead back to the mat. Relax for a moment. Notice the areas that we're working on right now. Second round. When you're ready, interlock the fingers again. Bring the shoulders back. Imagine you want to touch your toes. Lift the chest off the mat. Try to go a bit higher. Engage through the glutes, through the back muscles. And breathe for 3, 2, good, and 1. Slowly come back down, forehead on the floor. If this is too uncomfortable, you can also place your cheek and relax for 3, 2, good, and 1. We'll go into the last round. When you're ready, interlock the fingers, open up through the chest, lift higher. If you need to, maintain your feet on the ground, otherwise lift your feet as well. Try to really open up. Imagine the toes are going higher, the chest is going higher for the last 3, 2, good. And 1, slowly bring yourself back on the floor, hands close to your chest, push the floor away back into your child's pose. And breathe. Stay here for 3 more breaths. 2, and 1. Slowly, when you're ready, walk with your hands back. Sit on one side and extend your legs forward. We're going to try to work on some hamstrings. When you're ready, bend your right leg, interlock the fingers with your hands, and lift your right foot off the mat. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then try to press the heel first forward to extend the leg. If your leg is extended, then try to lift the foot up a little bit to open more through those hamstrings. And we breathe, lengthen through the spine on the inhalations. On the exhale, see if you can maybe connect the chest with the leg. 2. Good. And 1, inhale deep. Exhale, release. Maybe shake your legs up and down, side to side. And when you're ready, we switch. Same thing, bend your left leg, interlock the fingers, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Then try to press the heel. If you feel comfortable here, try to lift the leg higher. Try to open up the chest and maybe try to connect your chest with your leg. Keep grounding through your foundation. Your sitting bones are well grounded. Your right foot is pressing down. To find more length, to be able to lift higher, we need to have a strong foundation. 2. Good. And 1, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Shake your legs a little bit. Take out the tension. And when you're ready, lay down on the mat. Bend your knees. We move into our last back bends of today. Coming into our bridge pose, make sure your feet are about hips distance. Maybe you can touch with your fingers your heels. Regardless where you are, more or less, your knees and your feet are in one vertical line. When you're ready, start by engaging through the glutes, lift the hips off the mat, press with your feet, try to push higher the hips. Maybe bring the shoulder blades closer together, maybe hands on the floor, maybe interlock the fingers and try to press with the hands down, lift the hips higher, try to open the chest, use your legs to open more, and breathe. Make sure your knees are not going out, but you have them parallel to the hips more or less. 2. Good, and 1, slowly come back down, relax. And breathe. We're gonna do this once more. Option of doing the same thing again, or if you want to go a bit deeper, second option, once we are here with the hips up, see if you can grab with your hands your legs. This will create less distance between the shoulders and the feet, which will make you lift higher in order to find that arch, in order to find that opening. Keep pressing with your legs. Press down onto the floor and breathe for 3, hips higher. Chest opens more. 2. Good, and 1, slowly release. Bend your knees, hug your knees, and slowly move side to side. Try to release tension. We're gonna move into a twist from here, so when you're ready, Place your right leg on top of the left, and then with your left hand, bring your legs to the left. Extend your right arm to the right and look to the right fingers. Make sure both your shoulders are grounded. Notice how your hips are moving to the left as your right shoulder is still pressing down. Feel the twist for 3. 2. Good. And 1. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale deep. And exhale, twist to the other side. Same thing here. For 3. 2. And 1. Slowly inhale, come back to center. Bend your knees, hug your knees. And when you're ready, extend your legs. Extend your arms, separate the feet from each other, the hands from the upper body. And relax in your Shavasana. Start noticing all the areas that you've worked on today. Notice how all the tension is releasing, you're relaxing, you're grounding. Slowly start moving your fingers, your toes, your hands, your feet, your neck. Just as when you wake up, stretch yourself completely. Maintain your eyes closed. Slowly bend your knees, and just as when you sleep on one side, moving to one side with the help of the hands, coming to a simple seated position. Make sure the spine is long, the shoulders are gently back, hands anywhere that feels comfortable. And very slowly and gently open your eyes. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.